think I learned a lesson the other day, a valuable one, and that is as a photographer and as someone that likes to share their experiences, I make a lot of plans. I have expectations that I want to meet and go different places, spend the time, effort, and money to get there. I generally want things to work out the way that I envisioned them, but this recent trip that I made to the Outer Banks wasn't that case at all. I spent the money and time and the effort, all the things that I usually do when I go somewhere, but it turned out completely different, and the video that I had planned never got recorded. And I left feeling somewhat disappointed and underwhelmed, but once I got home and kind of went through the footage that I did end up recording, I realized that I had a lot of fun moments that I don't think would have come together that same way if I would have recorded the video I had planned. So anyways, I have this video for you, and enjoy it. Good morning. It is windy out here. It's a great time to practice some long exposure, so let's get moving. Both windy and wet, surprise. Let's see how it looks. Good job, Bird. Good job. That was Pea Island and the Oregon Inlet, a gorgeous place, very biodiverse, lots of bird species, especially as you can see in the video. They were out there having a good time, even though at some points they were like floating in the air. They just couldn't. They were against the headwind, and it was funny to watch. They were just kind of like floating birds, but what a show as far as the weather. I think it was like 35 degrees with 30 something mile an hour sustained winds, and you just had sand and water and wind just pelting you in all different directions. And at some point I was just like, I'm not sure I want to be here right now. As a photographer though, and a content creator as well, I'm starting to learn that I may not always get that keeper photo, or I may not always get that sunrise or sunset that I was expecting, but I'm also learning that that doesn't always result in a net zero either. In this case, I just had a bunch of B-roll essentially that I stitched together, and I feel like I actually had more fun making that than I would have creating like a long exposure video out there. Although having a beautiful sunrise would have been wonderful. There's something about the unexpected that is just kind of exciting. I think that's where I'm going to move forward this year, as far as my mentality, as far as what I'm going to try to accomplish, and that is I'm going to put in loose expectations instead of just expectations. I'm going to have loose plans instead of just plans, and that way I'm not so rigid, I'm not so structured, I'm not so bound to any one thing, and I think it will result in some interesting, more exciting content that will be more enjoyable to create. So anyways, if you found this video enjoyable or helpful in any way, please give it that thumbs up and consider subscribing. That really, really helps. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.